Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, which is called Cost Reduction in the Production Facilities. I will be your presenter for today. I'm going to introduce myself first, and then we can go through the agenda and then talk about some cost reduction examples in production facilities. Let me give you a brief introduction of myself. For around 25 years, I've been working on total quality management and also operational excellence like Lean and Six Sigma and digitalization as well. Since that time, I've been working with many companies as a consultant and a trainer in Turkey and also in Middle East, also in Southeast Asia and in the Balkans as well. Currently, I'm the co-founder of Bilik OPEX consulting company. So let me talk briefly about what we do as our solutions. We do three things, actually. One of them is operational excellence, namely Lean and Six Sigma and other methodologies to implement solutions that has an effect on your strategies and on your financials as well. And we provide digitalization solutions like RPA, BPM, process mining, machine learning, and things like that. We have also combined operational excellence with digitalization. So we not only do Lean Six Sigma projects, but also implement digitalization solutions to improve your operational excellence activities as well. And also use methodologies like TRIZ or DFSS, Design for Six Sigma, to invent new inventions for your processes and your products as well. So right now it's all about us. I'm going to talk about around 45 minutes until 5 o'clock. First, I'm going to name the production costs that we face in most of the production facilities. I'm going to give you some examples, and then I'm going to give you some cost-based recommendations about all those production costs. These will be recommendations just to give you a hint of an idea. So in the future, you may want to use, or you don't want to use them. It's up to you in the future. And there will be a question and answering at the end of the webinar. But since I have turned on your ability about microphone and camera, so if you want to shoot any question, just shoot them right away. Okay, so I asked ChatGPT what is cost reduction in manufacturing, and it gave me a funny answer. It's like, it's a taste of a secret sauce of turning no, we can't afford that, to yes, we can build a rocket-powered couch. So what we are going to do by cost reduction is find the opportunities that is making us spend more money on any kind of cost and prevent them. So what are production costs? If you take a look at a balance sheet of a company, there are main 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 7, or you can have some subcategories as well. But these are the main categories of production costs. First of them is material. Any kind of material, for example, you are buying steel, you are buying cotton, you are buying fabrics, you are buying some materials so you can combine them in your production, in your assembly line, or any semi-finished goods, which we are going to call them WIP, working in progress material. Most of the time, these material costs will come up to 60 or 70% of your costs of your company, of your operations. In the second, we can name energy. By meaning energy, we can say electricity, natural gas, steam, water. And there's also labor, which can be direct labor, which will be your operators, and indirect labor, which will be your white-collar people most of the time. And then we have consumables like oils or gaskets, balls, or packaging material that you use in your production line. And also transportation, like internal transportations, like AGVs or forklifts, or external transportation like trucks, ships, and planes. So all of them, all 5 of them can be seen in most of the production facilities. So let's see what type of activities we can do to decrease those production costs. First, let's start with material. By meaning material, what I mean is raw materials first, semi-finished goods or WIPs, or finished products that we use to produce a product of your company. So as I said before, most of the time, this takes around 60 to 70% of your cost. So it's huge. So we need to find solutions to use your raw material in your facility in a very efficient way. So what do we use? What type of activities can we use? For example, first we are buying those materials. So we can use price forecasting methodologies. What we can do as price forecasting is by just collecting the data, price data, and the inputs that has an effect on price data, we can do a regression time series analysis, or using machine learning methodologies, we can forecast the pricing of those raw materials, so we can buy the product at the right time, which is very good, because if you can predict the pricing of that raw material, when you buy the product at the right time, the effects of the increasing prices will be less for your company. For the second one is the quantity optimization. If we can also, by using the data of your material and the data of how often they are used, how often they are used in the production facilities, by using that data, we can optimize your inventories as well. What I mean by that is, maybe you know lean methodologies, maybe you know lean waste or mudas. One of the mudas is actually inventory. And inventory is, as I said before, it takes 6 to 70% of your cost breakdown. So using inventory, actually, it's a must, because if the process speeds are different between each processes, then you must have inventories in your factory or in your production facility. So having an inventory actually helps your company. But if you have an inventory more than required, it will have some down effects on your company, like first of all, a financial effect, and then there will be a lead time effect as well, because inventory doesn't move inside the company. You have to move the products or inventories as quick as possible. So at the end, you will be able to invoice them to your clients and get your money. So that's why we can use some quantity optimization methods, like still Lean Six Sigma or regression methods to decrease the quantity of the inventories. Third one, identification of inventory. Actually, it's the first fundamental thing you need to do. We need to actually tag or identify every inventory inside the production facility, from raw material to VIPs to finished goods as well. We need to be able to, like in 3 seconds, we'll be able to define where is my inventory and how much of that inventory I have right now in 3 seconds. So that's an important fundamental thing to do. Then for the WIPs, we can use lean methodologies like SMEDs to decrease the downtime that is taking us for not producing that work in progress inventory. Also, you can use line balancing methodologies. So by using lean methodologies, you can balance the speeds of the processes. For example, if one process is working faster than the other process, there's always an inventory between those processes. So by using line balancing methodologies, like we do in Lean Six Sigma, you can balance those processes and decrease the amount of WIPs. Also, you can use pull systems. So by using pull systems, you don't consume more than required, or you don't produce more than required finished goods. So those are the activities that you can do to decrease your material costs. Next, energy. By meaning energy, I'm talking about natural gas, steam, hot water, cold water, air, or electricity. So what we can do to decrease energy cost in a company? Of course, first one is energy leaks, because if there are energy leaks in a furnace, for example, or energy leaks through a pipe, so if you are sending that air outside of pipe, or steam outside of pipe, or water outside of pipe, or sending the hot air or cold air outside of the furnace, then that means that you have an energy leak. So you're paying for leaks actually. So first one you need to do is insulations actually to get rid of the energy leaks. Second one is by using optimization methods like regression or machine learning, by collecting the data that consumes energy, like the furnaces, as I said, or the coolers, you can find the optimum process parameters to run those machines or equipment. So by using that, you can decrease your energy consumption in a very good levels. One of the most energy using equipment is actually compressors. And with the compressors, if you can collect compressor data as well, by using machine learning or regression methods, or currently there are some companies that use IoT systems to collect that data. And by collecting that data, they use also machine learning apps, softwares. So by that, you can be able to improve the compressor energy efficiency as well. That's a very good approach, up to 10 to 15%, which is a very good ratio actually. You can use also statistical process control, but this time I'm talking about not the regular conventional statistical process control. I'm talking about real-time statistical process control softwares. By using real-time statistical process control methodology and software, you can find the signals that are coming from your processes that are consuming energy. So you will be able to modify the machine process parameters. So you don't need to spend a lot of energy with that. And also for the energy prices, by using machine learning algorithms, you can forecast the energy prices as well. These are the examples that we had done in the past. For the labor, by meaning labor, I'm also talking about direct and indirect labor. So it's also blue collar and white collar personnel that are working for your company. What we can do is first, of course, trainings. I mean, we need to train our people to do their job in the most highest ability. So we need to take actions to give the necessary trainings and documents to those people. That's a fundamental thing you need to do. That's an ISO 9000 rule, actually, a regulation. Second one, you can use 5S, SMET, and Karakuri Kaizens, like lean improvement activities, to increase the productivity of those people. You will never believe what type of improvements you can get with those. And also, this is the digitalization area right now. You can make them autonomous by using robots, cobots, or AGV technologies. So, as I said, MUDAs in the beginning. Movement is also a MUDA, or transportation also is a MUDA. So by using those digital technologies like robots and AGVs, even drones, you can do those activities by machines, not only people as well. You can use poker solutions to prevent mistakes for the labor cost. Also use BPM, business process management, or business process automation softwares. Think about that. If you are doing your job on your computers by Excels and Outlooks, for example, you prepare a report and then copy that report to Outlook and send it as an email. If you do activities like that, this is also taking so much time, so much of your labor cost. By using BPM softwares, you can increase the efficiency as well. And also RPA, robotic process automation. If you have frequently repetitive computer activities in your company. For example, you have to get the data from your invoices, like the pricing data, date data, and the item data, and then copy that information to an Excel sheet or copy that to information to your ERP system. If you are doing that repetitively every day, it takes a lot of indirect time, FTE. To be able to increase the efficiency of that, you can use RPA systems as well. Consumables, actually all the materials that you use in the assembly line, or oils, paints, bolts, whatever you are using as an consumables, are also some part of cost. To decrease the consumable cost, you can use still regression methods or machine learning methods, so you can optimize the use of those consumables. And also you can, by using those activities, you can optimize the quantity also of those consumables, so you don't have to keep a lot of inventories of your consumables. For some companies, consumables are as similar as raw material cost as well, because of the, for example, assembly lines can have like that. Also, one fundamental thing to do, if you are doing 5S or image processing as well, can be used as well. You need to identify all your inventories for your consumables as well. For the transportation, I think this is the last one. Any type of vehicles used to displacement of material and people can be taught as transportation. So what do we have as transportation costs? For example, you can use Six Sigma methodologies or route optimization softwares to optimize your fuel usage. You know, the fuel prices are very high right now in Turkey, so that's very much. If you have a lot of trucks that are going to your country, going to your clients and your suppliers, you need to optimize those trucks and other equipment that are carrying your inventory. By using route optimization and Six Sigma, you can get enormous improvements from that. Also, you can use, by using some softwares, you can optimize the occupancy of your transport vehicles. So, for example, let's think about your truck can get 100 boxes. If you are sending that truck with 89 boxes, then you're not using optimally your truck. So using those kind of softwares can help that. And for the last of it, by using reliability analysis, you can be able to analyze the life of your equipment services. What do I mean by that? For example, you are in a gold mine and you are using tires, which will cost $50,000 per piece. So let's think about that. You have 300 trucks. Every truck has 6 tires, and you can, if you multiply it by 6 times 50, which is 300,000 per truck, and if you multiply it by 300 again, I think it's around 1 million or 10 million, something like that. It's a lot of transportation cost. What you can do is, by calculating the reliability of your tires, you can let that company use those tires, which is around 6,000 hours, more than 6,000 hours of those tires. So they can also decrease costs by using reliability softwares. So these are our addresses and email addresses. Thank you for your listening. I will be happy to answer your questions. So you can just shoot it. Okay, if no questions, then I'm going to stop recording.